okay? Each and every match, the quality gets better and better as we wean down all the people who entered singles every event to our top eight of everything but singles is going to conclude today. But ladies and gentlemen, I think this is real. Yeah, yeah. So here we go. We got Guy rocking the duck hunt. He's going straight into the duck hunt this time. He usually goes for Incineroar game 1. We got Vinnie rocking the daisy. Let's go.
Yeah, a little bit different from him because a lot of people were expecting his Ice Climber. Some people were expecting it like a Pokemon trainer. No one was really expecting a Sheik because Sheik is a little bit different in this game.
Yeah.
But Daisy, you know, you can't really go wrong with her if you have the time to put in the work to learn her combos and her early percent strings. And so far, I mean, he's been doing a pretty good job of that, getting a forward air after that down air, beautiful stuff, and taking the lead. But Guy snatches it right back with that can.
All right. Settling up the neutral. You want both these characters do appreciate some space, but obviously Peach is a little bit more aggressive in claiming that space with those phenomenal buttons she has out of the float. Duck Hunt's going to want to abuse that can, stay at the mid-range. Mid-range to full screen is where he likes to live. But the problem with Duck Hunt a lot of the time, especially in Smash 4, is that he was having trouble picking up successful and consistent KOs. And let's see if Guy's able to do that. Good anti-air. The air-to-air right there, excuse me. Going to take Vinnie off the first stock.
And so many Peaches want to do that. They'll want to burn their double jump just to get them a little more space, but Peach's double jump goes nowhere. If you know she's going to do it, you can put out a hitbox and cover not jumping and jumping if you know exactly when she's going to do it. Oh, great air dodge away by Guy. That forward air definitely would have taken him out.
Yeah.
Now he's buying some more space, setting up his gunman, bring the squad with him.
Bring the whole posse.
What you know about his click?
There's the can. Oh, catching that turnip. Let's see what he does with it. Good item play. Let's start confirm off the clay pigeon, but not going to get. He went for an extension into a second clay pigeon. Not going to connect right there, but already 94%, 100. He's about to hit for that victory lap, but a good challenge by Vinnie.
And I'll blame him for going for that extension because he wouldn't have died from a follow-up off the first clay pigeon. If you got the second one in the back air of 2, you would have had a 3-to-1 stock lead and more room to play with. But now, at these early percents, you have to respect Peach and Daisy's combo game because 59% is already on Guy.
Making use of that can, putting it at roll range. The positioning of the can is vital when you're going against Duck Hunt. You always have to be mindful about where it is and where it can go. It can never go backward, so it can only go it can only go forward. Excuse me.
If it's not hit, when it's hit, then it can switch directions.
Yeah.
So you have to keep track of when it's hit, how many shots it's had. That can alone is a confusing part of the game. And now with Duck Hunt's auto neutral, with the gunman having different timing, I mean, sometimes you got to press that B button or just smack that can out of there.
Trying to use the air-to-air right there. Looking with the L smash, not going to do it. Good challenge from Guy. Guy with a pretty significant lead right now, but he will die to a forward air or a back air if it's off the right side. The float going to hit it, but the can as a response from Guy.
And that was so smart, using that can to cover the space because he was re-grabbing. If he had grabbed that ledge again, that would have been absolutely death. The crowd starting to pop off a little bit for Guy. He's definitely the hometown hero, Vinnie, invading from New York.
Vinnie's such a veteran player, man, but Guy's no such either. Guy's been playing the game for a hot minute. Oh!
Air dodge up? Yes. That's the buff that he needed, being able to air dodge out of his up B.
Great awareness, good use of the new game mechanics as well.
Go for another extension, but Vinnie DIing in, making that a little bit harder for him unless you react to the DI a little bit faster.
68% on Vinnie. 80% now, so we're getting pretty comfortable. Remember, Duck Hunt needs, I mean, the guy hasn't really found trouble picking up these stocks. He's been doing pretty good setups in the can. Vinnie hasn't been respecting it as much as he realistically should, but because of the run and walk speed of Daisy and Peach, it's really difficult to get out of the way of the can. She's not the fastest character.
Yeah, she's among one of the slowest even. People kind of get tricked by that because her float gives her access to so many different options so quick, but she is still a rage monster. Guy gets tagged one more time off stage. You know Vinnie's going out there, air dodge, but the can saves him again.
Get that can out of here, man.
Yeah, great forward air by Vinnie.
Coast to coast?
Wait.
Yo, the shots from deep. Yo, Guy with a little bit of a pop-off. Let's go. Game number 1 going to Guy. Well, but let's see. Again, this is where the veteran instincts of a player like Vinnie is going to come into play. Vinnie, never one to break. Always cool, calm, collected, and focused on the victory. Let's see what adjustments he makes for game number 2. The stage pick is what I'm looking at. We're going to Smashville. The stage trash now.
I mean, it all depends on your definition, but yeah.
Just say trash.
Yeah, the platform not moving always just kind of throws me off.
Yeah.
It's like, we've done this for how many years? Almost 10 years, and now you want to just stay in the middle?
Right.
All right. But I will say Daisy does pretty well here because it's kind of a smaller stage, more compact. So you have to pass through a zone to get the spaces you want as Duck Hunt. So now look at that. He's already all up in there, and that's going to be a bit of damage put on. Not a bit. That's a chunk.
50% right here on Guy. Good early exchange. And again, you want to get in that personal space of Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt with not the best get-off me's, especially if he doesn't have the can out. The can kind of serves that purpose. But if you do not have that can out, a character like Peach can kind of just get these Twitter combos on the throws pretty safely.
Yeah, she's one of the few characters that the Twitter combos are actually real.
Yeah. Get that. Is that dot?
Yeah, that's a dot. That's some good damage for hits, but nope. Dot's out.
Oh, yo, the Daisy Bomber?
Nice option. And it took out the gunman, too. And the cooldown on that's pretty high.
Okay. Oh, trying to air-to-air with that back air, but not going to be able to do it. Good nair approach on stage. The dash attack will not kill Coast to Coast.
Guy, now he has a Saturn.
Oh, he had a Saturn, and he had a stock. Off the left side goes Guy, and Vinnie with a great adjustment here, taking advantage of this counter pick.
And it looks like they can shield poke. So now Vinnie's up in the air. Nice side beat just to avoid all of that zone because it was covered. We saw the up smash. We saw a couple side beats. We saw the can there. It wasn't worth it. And Guy knew it too. So he's just going to dip out, go to the other side of the stage, but still eat some damage. Okay. Gets a grab. This should lead into a little bit more.
Yeah, platform right there going to interrupt that combo just a little bit. Get the can out of here. Again, using the side B. Getting a slight buff in this game as well.
And now we're seeing the syndrome of Smash 4 Duck Hunt, where the neutral's great, but the kill power is not that much. Guy finally getting that stock done. Only 55% on him, so his keep away game is always still on point. Just avoid Peach, especially if you're below 30%. Because you get hit once, you're getting hit a lot more than that.
Ooh, that's the extension right there off the down tilt. To get some okay damage. Toss into the can. Ooh, good back air out of shield. An always consistent option for Peach and Daisy.
Yeah, since you don't have to suffer the extra lag from dropping shield, you can just do that. And now he got the kill and he got the stitch. People in the crowd are screaming, I don't blame them. Look at that shield.
Yo, that shield was almost evaporated, but fortunately for Guy, he's going to be able to reach in that backs. Ooh, okay.
Sneaky, but not quite sneaky enough. Again, not getting an extension. I love that he's still going for it, but it might not be worth it. You're giving up a bit of free damage at the end of the day.
Interesting. He went for the counter again. He tried to counter the can again, but instead Vinnie going straight to the ledge. Guy going straight to the ledge. Very patient play from Guy right now. He understands his game plan, even though he is behind, and playing like this is very difficult when behind. But Duck Hunt is one of the few characters that can do it effectively. Ooh, and the stage spike off of the can. Yo, this is a game.
This is a game, absolutely. And this is actually solid percent for Duck Hunt because now, even if he does get hit, he won't take as much damage in this positioning from Peach's oppressive low percent string. Great recovery.
Yeah. Ooh, air dodging directionally through Daisy straight into the stage, trying to avoid that forward air. And unfortunately, the crown will always find its mark. Vinnie taking it to a game number 3.
And I was just about to say, good stuff to Guide for bringing it to last stock, but as Duck Hunt, making comebacks happen is so much harder than a lot of other characters because his approach tools just aren't that strong, as you said. You have your clay pigeon that can cover some space. You have some gunmen that can cover some space. So you're basically just hoping that they shield and then something else. All right, so game number 3. These guys are discussing their counter picks a little bit. As Duck Hunt, I feel like you would want a wider stage. Maybe Town City if it's available.
Maybe Kalos.
Yeah, Kalos.
I like
Zoners
Kalos.
do like Kalos a lot.
I like Kalos a lot. But then again, it's like, do you give Peach and Daisy too much freedom to kind of just float wherever she wants? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's just so much space because it's so wide. It's like, what do you do?
Side B. I mean, she can float, but that's not fast.
Yeah.
So, like, once you see that float button come out, if she's not already in a position to pressure you, just chuck it out there.
Well, game number 3, what is the pick here? And it looks like it will be...
Not that stage. So 75M is like the worst stage, even casually. All right, Town City.
No,
but it's Battlefield version.
Yeah. Who's yelling behind me?
I don't know, but some goonery is already in effect.
Not the thuggery. Well, anyway, we're
It'd be
hitting
like
here
that.
game number 3, serious business here for Guy, because I do think this would be a pretty significant upset for Guy if he was able to pick up this victory. Again, Vinnie, very solid player, brawl veteran.
We're going to Plaintown City.
Yeah, he meant to. He's like, get these platforms out of here. I want the different platforms.
Yeah, I want the further apart.
I want the ones
middle
that
one a little bit
schmooze.
lower. Yeah, slide. Yeah, and overall, I do agree with this counter pick. Having the platforms, I don't think he really cares about the platforms all too much, but just the fact that you can have all that space to run back and forth and kill, like, off the side, you know, at a reasonable percent.
There we go.
All right. And so far, my favorite thing about this game is just how many viable characters are. We see
All
Duck
right, so
Hunt
here
and
we go.
Peach.
Game number 3, Guy versus Vinnie. We're here on Town and City, which again, we were talking about this. You want a little bit more space for Duck Hunt, and the cool part about this stage specifically is that because of the height of the platforms, it gives Can a lot of places to hide and rest and sit where he normally wouldn't be able to, because Peaches and Daisies usually either like to snap to the ledge or recover very high. So it allows the Can to have a little bit more vertical maneuverability in that area. Oh my God!
Nice.
Speaking of maneuverability, yo, move your ass to the right.
To the blast zone. And I love that pressure from Vinnie because Guy burned his jump when he got off that ledge there, so there was no reason why he couldn't go out there and pressure them because the Can couldn't cover that space in time. Best case scenario, Guy could have like kamikazed himself, but I don't know. Even that's risky.
Regardless, Vinnie with a huge lead now after an incredibly early stock. Let's see if Guy's able to keep it together. Down air. Okay, no.
Nah, his down air is not that fast, so
Yeah, you gotta. It's kind of a hard read.
yeah. But he's
Ooh,
doing a
the
good
Can?
job bringing it back. Yeah, the Can's doing a lot of work for him.
Ooh.
Make him watch the Can hit him with the shots. I love that idea. Guy, showing he still has some tricks left in his sleeve, even though he's down.
And only 77%. I mean, that is a good amount of damage that Guy has accumulated, but it's not anywhere that he can't bring that back. It's definitely within the realm of possibility. But with that toss to the neutral air, going to take him up the left side. What's the recovery option? And instead, you will get clipped by the crown. Yo, bow down to the queen.
Bow down to the queen. Pay your respects, because you saw what happened to the last dog that didn't. He's getting slapped up. A big stock lead. And now this could lead to a lot more using the weak hit of Nair to keep the pressure going. But look at this movement. Vinnie is not letting him back to center stage without a fight.
Now we're seeing a little bit of reaching here, especially with that forward smash. She can't float right over that. That hitbox is like surprisingly, even though it's very long, it's surprisingly very short.
Yeah, and it gets longer the more you charge it too,
Yeah.
but Peach won't give you time to charge it that much if she's already all...
Okay, if he's able to secure the stock without taking too much more, if any, damage, this could be spelled very good, and eventually an even game for Guy, but the air-to-air not going to connect, but the dash attack will.
Now he's trying to... Oh, wait, he doesn't even need to set up the stage. Now we have a game.
Okay.
Only 38% on Guy. This is very doable.
But Vinnie making sure that does not happen. He's doing a fantastic job of clipping with that forward air, getting a lot of mileage out of that button. Ooh, again.
Guy starting to get some momentum. Vinnie needs to put the brakes on it before this gets too far out of hand.
That clay pigeon going to try to intercept. Down throw into the neutral air.
Some good damage. Well, we run straight into the Can. You can't afford to be taking that.
17% now. Forward air will pick up the stock, especially this close to the blast zone, but the down air going to clip Guy.
Dash attack. Yes, should still be able to live this, but watch out for your own Can. Yeah, now you're on the ledge against Peach again. Use the Can to cover some space. Good re-grab. And Guy staying alive by the skin of his teeth. He can't afford to take another big hit, but he's putting on big hits of his own.
Oh my gosh, that could have been it. That actually could have been it. With that amount of rage and that high, that could have been it. Oh, okay, shots. Were you going to toss him in the Can?
Oh, it's coming back towards you. Guy, watch out. I was about to say, should blow up any second.
And the reading rainbow. Yo, taste the rainbow real quick.
I mean, Guy got a taste. But, I mean, he did fight back really hard, especially from that last stock.
That was close.
Yeah, if he got in that up air after that last setup, it might have actually killed, like you said, with all that rage and that high up.
Yeah.